Hello and welcome back to Living a Culture of Life podcast by Human Life International. I'm your host, Colleen, and I'm very excited to share today's episode with you. As you may remember, I had the chance to interview HLI's regional directors when they were gathered here in Virginia back in November, and today I have the final episode to share with you. Today's guest is Emil Hagamu, who is HLI's regional director for Anglophone Africa. Emil discusses how he got involved with HLI, what the impact of Defunding USAID had on Africa last year, and also the East African Community Bill, which is trying to push legal abortion into 7 African nations. It's a really interesting conversation. It was such an honor to meet Emil for the first time, and I really enjoyed talking about these topics with him. I hope that you enjoy it as well. Also, if you'd like to watch the video version of this episode, it's available on YouTube, Spotify, X, and Rumble, so you can watch it on any of those platforms and obviously listen to it on audio on all the audio platforms. As a quick reminder, if you're listening on one of those audio platforms, please leave us a 5-star review and subscribe to the show. And if you're listening on YouTube, please like this video and subscribe to our channel so that you can get new episodes every Thursday. Without further ado, please welcome Emil Hagamu to Living a Culture of Life. It's wonderful to have you here today, Emil.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Emil, I did not get a chance to interview you during the last regional directors meeting because you were unable to come. So you had to do a virtual presentation to the regional directors. So since I've never had you on the podcast before, do you mind beginning this episode by telling our audience a little bit about who you are and the mission work that you do in Africa?
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Pauline. My full name is Emil Hagamu. I pronounce the Bantu way. I speak Swahili. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, Emil Hagamu, I am a father and a grandfather. I am the country director for Tanzania, Human Life International Tanzania, but our local name is Pro Life Tanzania.
Okay.
Yes, this is the local organization.
Mm-hmm.
But then, since 2006, I was appointed to serve as HLI, is the regional director for Anglophone Africa. There's countries that speak English in Africa. But my region is very wide. There are countries that speak Portuguese. I also serve them.
Okay.
Then, in the north, we have countries like Ethiopia, which speak Amharic, very difficult language, but they speak people. And then further south, we have Sudan. So I serve like 22 countries in my region. Yeah, within the East African community, Southern Africa, and the islands in the islands of the islands in the Indian Ocean, like Comoro, Mauritius, Seychelles. I've not even been to Madagascar. I'm from Madagascar.
Yeah.
On the western part of the region, we are surrounded by French-speaking countries. Rwanda, Burundi, and now Congo.
Okay.
So they all from the English the Anglophone Africa region. Okay. I'm the director. Gotcha. I'm the potential director.
Yeah.
So this is the region I work.
And we have a lot of different affiliates in that region because we get stories from Malawi and Rwanda and Uganda, and I feel like I'm always getting stories from your regions.
Yes, sure. They are doing fantastic work. Alois in Rwanda, Father Gatimu in Kenya, Father Opio in Uganda. Recently, our friend Reverend from Burundi joined us.
Okay.
We were affiliated in Father Zukomankani in Malawi.
Yeah.
We have 2 sweet sisters in Zimbabwe.
Yes, Monica and
Veronica. Yeah. And then we have also some contacts in Mozambique, in Namibia, in Swaziland, in Lesotho, and South Africa also. South Africa. And then I have visited to Mauritius and to Comoro. So we have a large region and they are doing quite a good job.
a large region where people speak lots of different languages.
Exactly.
And they have a lot of work
They're all
going on.
under my care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, how did you get involved with being a pro-life missionary? What prompted you? And follow-up question to that. Did you know Father Marx? I can't remember. Did you meet him?
Well, how did I become involved in the mission?
Yeah.
Well, I have being African, coming from Tanzania, from a large family.
Mm-hmm.
My upbringing has been very Catholic and very traditional.
Mm-hmm.
In my youth, I was a seminarian for 6 years in the minor seminary and for 2 years in the main seminary. Only that God said, no, you should not be a priest, but He gave me this other path to take.
Mm-hmm.
So as I was growing up, I became acquainted with so many people, but also church teachings. I used to work at the Bishop's Conference in Tanzania. This is where I began to read. Of course, in the seminary, I read a lot. But when I worked in the church, I became more involved with life and family issues. At one time, I was the secretary to a commission, just a commission. So from there, I think I got a kind of idea. Just in peace. I'm going to see like there are people who are not defended, and no one talks about them, the unborn children. So how do we defend them? People talk about human rights. You ask them, what about the right of the unborn? They never tell you. And in some places they don't consider the person in the womb as a person. So that led me to rethink about my life, about my vision to human life. So now I began slowly to form ideas, and there are two ladies who came together with me to think, how can we work either as a group or through an organization to defend the animal people, because there's a lot of abortion or killing them simply because they don't have someone to defend them. But also we saw the agony inherent within women using contraception, various types of cancers, and prolonged bleeding, some with anemia, all those things. I said, now, how do we defend women? People talk about women, but they don't talk about these things that really affect their health and their spirituality. So the three of us go together and started we established a group, an organization called the Pro Life Tanzania.
Okay.
So from there, we began actively being involved in the face of life and family. So then, later, I think it was like a miracle, so to speak. I heard about Father Paul Marx, who was the founder of Human Life International.
Yeah.
Now, how did I come to know him? In 1988, he visited our country. By then I was still in college. Okay, but he went to one of our seminaries in the south. That was the Peramio Missionary. He talked to the seminarians. After his talk, they formed the Seminaries for Life chapter in the seminary. Yeah. And the one priest was in charge. He was like their chaplain for the group. It was the late Monsignor Julian Kakalawe. Okay. I never knew him, but when I worked when we began the pro-life, we began to connect to each other. I heard, this is pro-life in this diocese, another. Then we like the connections we began. So when we had our first meeting in 1995 in Dar es Salaam, I don't know, by God's providence, we were able to like to earmark and bring together pro-lifers across the country from the different diocese. People with ideas, but they never knew how to speak or how to work out.
Mm-hmm.
So our small group became like the convening agent for them to come together.
Yeah.
So when we met, father was working father from Penamio, father Muslim Kangalawi, and some other priests came, and nuns, sisters came from different congregations. So we worked out like a constitution or something to guide us.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, we began now to spread in the country, beginning from Dar es Salaam to nearby dioceses, to the seminaries, and then to even working with the priests.
Mm-hmm.
So in 1996, Father Marx, by then he was handed over his leadership to Father Emil Hagamu.
Mm-hmm.
So he organized a product training in South Africa, in Johannesburg. So he invited people from Africa, product leaders from Africa. Together we were about only 11.
Mm-hmm.
How do I come? Father Monsieur later mentioned earlier on, who was the chaplain for the pro-life group in seminary.
Mm-hmm.
He got the invitation from Father Habiga. Okay. But then he said, I can't come, I can't go there because I'm too busy. So you go. That's how I came to know. So okay. I went over to South Africa because Father could not go there.
Gotcha.
So while there it was a 1 week training with HLI. Each person gave a report of what they do in their countries. The training was in November that year. In December, Father Habiga visited us in Dar es Salaam together with Dr. Claude Newberry from South Africa. So they stayed with me. I was their host. I took them around, and they were impressed with my work, with what I do. They were very happy. I took them to places where bushes were being done, like the Marisol centers in Tanzania, and they saw with their eyes how promotion, how the way contraception was being promoted in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that impression gave them kind of an impetus, a driving force. So the following year, in 1997, we were created.
Gotcha.
Yeah, with HLI. So in the same 1997, there was a conference it was like a world conference
mm-hmm.
of families organized by Father Paul Marx.
Okay.
In Houston, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, I was very lucky. I was invited. I was given money to come over, so I came over to Texas. This is how I come to know Father Marx. I knew him before.
Yeah.
So since then, I've been working with HLI. So I've seen all of these presidents who come in. Yeah.
Well, I know that Father Bouquet has used you as an example before as someone who was influenced by Father Paul Marx.
He's just fantastic.
Yes.
And I think with him, we feel very safe and very confident in him.
Yes.
Because what he does, it's just non-comparable.
Okay, so I'd like to talk a little bit about something that our audience in America has heard of, obviously, which is USAID and how the defunding of USAID affects people in Tanzania. And one thing we've talked about on this show before is the fact that the U.S. government would use USAID to fund anti-life, anti-family organizations. So you, obviously living in Tanzania, saw both the benefits of USAID and the money that it gave towards infrastructure and water and like actual goods needs that people have, but also the fact that money was used to fund anti-life and anti-family organizations. So could you share with our audience a little bit about both the good things that USAID funded and the bad things and how they were linked?
Thank you.
A big topic.
Yeah, I know. And it goes back to the way humans have evolved or changed their perception on a number of things.
Mm-hmm.
USAID has been very good to us in Tanzania. Very, very good. They were assisting us to in the political area about democracy, about human rights like that, and our schools, our schools were all financed by USAID. Not all of them, but some of them were by USAID. It was a very good kind of philanthropic work. And I remember we have roads in Tanzania that are constructed with the help of the people of America. And USAID was one of them, which was involved. It was good. I think only later that USAID began to change the mentality, the way to look at things, and then some good things creep in, like the advocating for contraception, and then sometimes even abortion. And lately, the LGBTQ ideology and practice, which is part of their work in Tanzania, and some things that were done were contrary, very much contrary to our faith, to our culture.
Yeah.
In my place, when you say about LGBTQ, it's like an abomination. People don't understand, Sometimes they would work to restructure the family. In our place, we are going to having large families. People, they have 10 children, 8 children, some even 15 children. Now, yes, at some point, I think, I don't know what happened. They begin, not only them, they also other organizations that were involved, begin to kind of run campaigns to change that kind of outlook. The program is called what? Changing perceptions. Okay, good. Changing perceptions on the way people look at things and the way people think, the way people act. One of them is their family.
Yeah.
The family that we used to have was a large family. Of course, when you say large family, it's not only this nuclear, the father, mother, and children, but also those uncles, the nieces, all those grandfathers, grandmothers, all the cousins, they all belong to one family. But of late, I think you should begin to kind of pressure, advocating for a small family, trying to convince us that a small family is equal to development. But in reality, what we saw was that the program was like people were poor, and I know people were poor. I mean, large family, I know. If you don't have enough income, it may be scary. But that did not help us. I mean, when you tell us that to change from large family to small family, they should have given us the means to do that. They never gave. So we changed from being poor with a large family into being poor into a small family.
Yeah.
The simple but came around. The irony is that the advocacy on abortion and contraception did not go over well with our beliefs. For us, abortion, first, we don't have a name. In our local language, we don't have a name for abortion.
You don't have a name for abortion in this
What
Swahili?
we just in this description, for example, we speak Swahili in Tanzania.
Okay.
A single name for abortion, no.
Wow.
We call it kutoa mimba. Kutoa mimba means kutoa is to take away.
Okay.
Mimba is the embryo.
Okay.
To take away the embryo. We were describing the so we don't know whether being in the director for Anglophone Africa. I've been to other places where I used to ask. I asked Lesotho whether in the Sotho language they have only one word for abortion. He said no. After he said never talk about abortion in this country. The country loves life. People, you just want to live, not to kill. So I went to Zimbabwe, the same. They don't even wedding. They went to Uganda, to Kenya, to Malawi. In Africa, we do not have one single word for abortion because it is a foreign notion to us.
Wow.
What we do is we describe the event to do something. Okay. For us, our belief is that life begins at conception. Once there is a union between the father's sperm and the mother's ovum, and the good spirit, when they fuse together, from that very moment, this is a human being. Very unique, but complete. In the sense, from that moment, what we do, we grow. We grow physically, in terms of, you see now fingers coming out, the legs, my eyes, lashes, all those. But we grow also socially, the ability to communicate with the mother, the ability to speak, begins in the womb. We grow also intellectually to handle things, even in the womb. So for us, what happens is only growth. So the way I am today, or the way you are today, is the way you were at that moment of conception.
Yeah.
What has taken place is just that we were unable to see you, but they would not see you because we are too small. That's our belief in life. So taking away that life is sacred. It's sacrilege. It's the Nigerian language is an abomination. You kill someone. Actually, what do you kill? You kill the fatherhood of the father, motherhood of the mother, and the good spirit. In other words, you are like cutting off the generation. Yeah. Okay, this is the problem. The one very side of USAID. They are advocating that in our countries, very contrary to our faith, very contrary to our traditional beliefs in agriculture.
You mentioned that USAID was funding the schools in Tanzania. Did some of that money come with strings attached that these schools had to promote LGBTQ ideology or contraception, or was that entirely separate?
Not directly.
Okay.
But for what they call what they call in our countries, they call them development partners.
Okay.
This is how they are called. And when you say about development, they mean water, health, and other things.
Yeah.
But for the LGBTQ agenda, it came out very recently, because whatever you do here in the US, your political landscape in the US affects us. So once you have someone in the US government who is promoting LGBTQ in your country, that person will be exported. So this is something very recent. People resisted, and were doing that in hiding, until sometimes they were like forcing. So we thank Trump. Well, of course, he is on the other side, but we thank him for saying no, that the money for the people of America should be used for America, but not funding positions that are not in line with what people would love to have.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So we would love to have. Okay, we welcome you to come. You see, whoever comes into our place, but they should come and improve on what is already there, like health facilities. Yeah. Schools, sometimes we used to have schools which were very built. So let them renovate it to have a modern phase of the schools, buildings like that. And the media was also funded.
The media was funded?
To run propaganda against the very people, the media.
So the media, you said the schools?
Yeah, the schools.
And then the medical
field also.
Those three were all funded?
Yeah.
And they were funded and encouraged to be pro-abortion?
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Okay. That's one reason that I thought this was really interesting is obviously foreign aid does a lot of good. It improves things like schools and health and all of that. But it's such a mixed bag that you can't separate it, that this money, which could be used for something good if you're improving life, affirming health, or like schools that are going to be aligned with the culture. Obviously, that's good. And it feels like the U.S. through USAID put people of Tanzania in a very hard position where they needed assistance for food and health and education. But then in receiving that money, we're forced to adopt policies that were not in line with your culture and also just not moral.
Exactly. And that's why in the past, in the previous, when we had our president who died some years ago, he was very strong. He said what we need to do development, not anything that would derail the goal of the development. So at one moment, the Minister of Health wrote a letter to ban advertising contraception because that was not our basic need. Contraception was not basic need of Tanzania.
It's not a basic human need at all.
No, neither is it human rights package. No. So we banned, people were like, oh, no, this is of human rights, human rights. But who falls a victim? Women and young people. This is where the confusion, this a deliberate effort to kind of change the mentality of people, the way they think, they shouldn't think otherwise. And the most effective agent for the change is the media. They become victims because they are poor, so they want money, so they accept money that has strings. They have to speak the language of the donor of the money. This is a problem. So the media became very, very, very destructive. In terms of bringing in ideologies that are contrary to the common man.
Like media being radio, television. I believe I've heard that radio is very common and very popular in Africa.
Even television.
Yeah.
And especially because television you can see. So it's easy for them to use television. And of course they will put up large billboards.
Oh,
I gave Michelle pieces that we use in the life. You should find in a Tanzania with family planning, big billboards. They're just nothing. It's just a contraception in abortion.
Have you noticed a difference in the media or the schools or the medical systems since USAID has been defunded? Have they become more aligned with traditional Tanzanian culture, or is it still just being funded by other Western groups that aren't USAID?
What we see is that after the USAID being defunded, I know some areas where we have suffered. For example, the provision of the ARVs for HIV/AIDS.
Oh, yeah.
That one has been very, very, very acutely felt by people.
Okay.
And then the government had to reorganize and do it in another way. But even if USAID is not there, some programs are still continuing the same. It was the anti because some of the people have come with, like the European Union is there also to support what you said. I mean, to fill the gap which was left by the funding of USAID. And you have this IPPF, you have Marie Stopes, you have there are many. I mean, there are many. Plan International, Water Read, and what else? There are many that come in to supplement or to fill the gap that was left by USAID.
Okay.
So despite that USAID is no longer there, still those population control programs are on board.
Yeah, so these other organizations are stepping in and still doing this. What are some common ways? I believe that I'm trying to remember things that Brian told me, that they take mobile vans and they go to rural villages to hand out contraception. You said that the anti-life groups have great influence over the media. What are some other things that they do to try to push this ideology in Tanzania or broader in Africa in general?
The greatest program is the change of perceptions.
The changing of perceptions.
That has been very, 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 very effectively done.
Okay.
Particularly among the women. Especially those who promote Western ideologies. No, there are people who are benefiting from that. Okay. And then they use nowadays treaties
Yes.
or bills.
Yes.
Like now, currently, there's a pressure to legalize abortion in the East African bloc. We have this community kind of organization, the East African Community.
Yes.
Covering about 70 countries: Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Burundi, Rwanda, Congo, and South Sudan.
Yes.
They fall under one block.
Yeah, the EAC or EC,
yes.
Yeah.
Now, and then the EC is a structure, including the legislative assembly.
Okay.
The lawmaking assembly. Now, I don't know what happens. One person is bought by some people, maybe the Rockefellers or the Soros, I don't know who, from the US or from Europe. They give them money. Okay, money, whatever they want to give them. Something that was not there. If I mean, they would not have if money, this money was not there.
Yeah.
Then they begin to write ideologies which are abhorrent to us. So as I said, currently we have this bill. It's called the East African Community Sexual and Reproductive Health.
Yes.
In that bill, there's strong push for commercialization of contraception. Okay, strong push for abortion. Although none of these countries have abortion been legalized in the countries, none of them.
Yeah.
Still, they are saying this laws will apply if a country is legalized abortion. Now there's no country that is illegal abortion, so it becomes obsolete. They push for comprehensive sexuality education. They push for the LGBTQ agenda, although they don't say it loudly. But when you read the document, you see it in the language that they write. Yeah. So it is so forceful that they're like commanding the government that partner states, they call it partner states, should do this, shall do this, shall do this. Who says someone outside the community? So they use this man in the assembly to write this, to write them, not write, but to present to them. And then they make a deadline. Because this bill it's not the first time. It came up in 2017. Pro-life groups in the region work together to defeat the bill. Yeah. It came back in 2021. We again came together. This time I think we went further. We met in Arusha in Tanzania 3 times. We went even to Kigali. Okay? Kigali, Rwanda. To Rwandans. Yeah. And also to Bujumbura in Burundi. Finally, we thought it was buried. It will never resurrect. Yeah. But it is resurrected. In the name of the now it's called the East African Community Sexual and Reproductive Bill 2024. Okay, so last year. So basically, some Western organization bribes somebody to introduce this bill at the EAC. Yes, which pushes abortion, contraception, comprehensive sex education, which includes the LGBTQ ideology. Yeah. And I remember researching this the last time it came up in the 2021 bill. And I believe that a treaty or a bill adopted by the East African community overrides the national laws. So if they can legalize abortion at the EAC, even though none of the 7 countries have legalized abortion on their own, they're forced to. It is binding. If this is binding to all the countries. Okay. Then what the country will do will be to amend the constitution to allow this bill, this law, to get into force. They have to amend their constitution. Now, how do they do? Of course, corruption. They corrupt people in the government. They corrupt the members of parliament. They corrupt all those people across. Like let me give you an example. The other time we went to Arusha, we thought like let us also meet these members of parliament.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to lobby. Then they told us to get one member of parliament to a meeting of 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
We needed to pay like 250,000. This is around $140.
Okay.
Okay, here it may be small, but in our country it's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But for them, they pay each, I think, they pay $200.
Okay.
Or $250. When you change it into our local money, it's around 600,000 shillings, a lot of money. This they come. Now, not only that, they take them into fancy hotels, 5-star hotels.
Okay.
They give them free food, free accommodation, and then they give them money when they go back home. Mm-hmm. This time around, they've come, what I hear, with $10 million to corrupt members of parliaments of this African community. So that this bill is passed by force. Now, when I heard this, and then I called my friends in the East Africa, we said, what we should do? We said, we are now, we should let us meet. Mm-hmm. Let us meet, discuss, and then also, forcefully, we don't have money. We shall use that money to force our arguments, our agenda, until we defeat it again. So we'll be meeting in Arusha from 19th this month.
Okay.
To work on their bill.
Did you say that if the bill is passed, the countries will be forced to amend their constitutions?
Yes. Okay. To allow abortion.
Yes, to allow abortion. Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure that I understand that, because I'm sure that we will write something about this at some point.
And they say, even if a country is not taking as abortion, in case a woman wants, when they call it post-abortion care, it must be provided. And the medical doctor who does it should not be penalized. Mm. Now, this is kind of redundancy. Mm-hmm. If there's no law to legalize abortion, they assume abortions are taking place. And therefore, if a woman has an abortion and he needs, let us say it's not properly done, and then he needs post-care service, a doctor cannot refuse. But post-care abortion service in our countries is just a language that hides the true thing. It's an abortion. Mm. But because it is illegal, they can't say abortion. They could post-care service.
So that's how they sneak it in. Is they call it. Yeah. They call abortions post-abortion care.
Yeah, they don't call it abortion because even in the document they have not used the word abortion. They have used termination of pregnancy.
Interesting.
Yeah, they don't use the word abortion because for us, when you say about abortion, we know it's killing unborn babies that we don't like.
Yeah. Yeah. So they have to slip it in with vague language so that.
And this time, let me tell you, this time we are going to use all the means we available in our head to have it defeated. We are going to mobilize our bishops' conferences. Mm-hmm. This is one of them to speak on that. Our traditional leaders in the country, and of course, even the members of the media. There are some who are still very, 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 still very good, not very corrupted, pro-lifers. So we also to engage them and then make it blow, just to blow it up. They know, so this thing is really known to people. No, they come with secret, but this time we are going to blow them up.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this, Emil. This is breaking news for our audience because we haven't talked about the new EAC bill yet since you just found out about it. So This is new. Thank you for sharing that and being able to talk about what challenges you're facing there, especially because of Western influence, which is so unfortunate.
Thank you so much. Now they're doing from the West into Africa. They're like bulldozing us. I mean, I don't know what perception they have. I mean, they think we are dependent in the economy. We should also be dependent on our mind. Mm-hmm. That's not true. Yeah. Yes. So when someone stands up, then they don't like it. Mm-hmm. There's always this struggle between good and the evil. Always good and the evil. And the evil people, they use money to corrupt people. Yeah. To corrupt in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah. And only those who are foolish enough to accept that kind of corruption. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but also we think those good people in the West, even in America, they are good people who help us. We thank them a lot.
Yes.
Including the coming into power of Trump. Some people may not like him, but we think he has brought some positive elements even in our countries. No, we need to depend too much on America, particularly on obscene things,
Mhm.
which are not needed in our countries. So Trump says, no, these are not needed in the country. Cut them off. That has been very good, and it has quite a great impact in our lives. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, Emil. It's been great to have this conversation with you, and I'm so glad that you were able to visit us this year.
Thank you so much. I know that my speech was not very good, as I said before, because of the challenges, the health challenges that I faced. But that's why I thank you for this podcast.
Thank you. And
Thanks.
to all of our audience, please like and subscribe and leave us a 5-star review if you're listening on our audio platforms, and keep on living the culture of life. God bless.